everyone, my name's Megan and today I'm going to be going over Canva. So what is Canva? Canva is an online program that allows for you to do graphic design. So it basically just supplies you with a whole bunch of tools and resources that you need to create whatever you want. And so one of the best things about Canva is that it is completely free, unless you want to purchase some select features such as photography. It is completely free to use. And so the reason that I use it for our text object assignment is because it offers a lot of different ways for you to design, especially with typography, which makes it very ideal for that assignment. Alright, so for now I'm just going to kind of go over the interface. So this is the page that you're going to come up to whenever you first go to Canva, and it's just www.canva.com. You can also simply Google Canva and it should be the first link. So here is your dashboard, and it'll basically store all of your projects in this little area here. And to the left you can see there's two different ways you can start creating. Either you can click on this green button here, or you have the option to go ahead and start with a preset. These presets are actually really helpful because not only do they kind of offer a little bit of inspiration for whatever design you're aiming to create, but it also just has a really great template for you to work in to make sure that your design is up to the standards of whatever you're trying to make. For instance, a Facebook post here, they already have the dimensions for you, which is pretty handy. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to start creating a design. Alright, so as I mentioned before, there's a lot of presets, so you would basically just want to figure out what you're going to do and select whichever one best suits your needs. So for now, I'm just going to go with a poster. And it'll bring up a new window for you to work in. So as you can see, here it's brought up my template with the perfect dimensions for what I'm using. And here on the left, you have basically all of your tools. So this includes layouts, elements, text, background, and uploads. So I'm going to go ahead and just quickly go through these. Layouts is kind of part of the templates and the presets that they have. These are really nice because if you have a certain look in mind, you can go ahead and just get started with one of these and manipulate it to make what you want. So I really like this one, so I'm just going to show you. Alright, so once you've done that, you can actually go in and modify whatever you want. So say I want to change the color of this text. You have all these options here, and you can go ahead and just go through your palette, choose whatever you'd like. And one thing about Canva that is a bit of a disadvantage is you are a little bit limited. For instance, if you were using an Adobe program such as Photoshop or Illustrator, you could actually go in and enter a custom hexadecimal color, and that kind of allows for your design to be really uniform. And you don't have that option with this software, but it's still pretty useful. It's a great alternative. So I'm going to go ahead and go into elements now. This is pretty self-explanatory. You have photos, grids, frames, illustrations, lines, shapes, all that jazz. And this is where you might have to pay for something if you want to use an exclusive design that isn't free, but most of these are free. And the things that you do pay for will be very affordable, for instance about $1. So one really awesome thing about Canva is they do offer a lot of royalty-free photos for your use, and actually that's just really unique to this program because most design programs, they don't offer such a expansive resource like this, and the photography is actually pretty high quality. So that is one pretty exclusive feature that I really enjoy about Canva, and I think kind of makes it stand apart from other programs. So now I'm going to get into text, and this is especially important for our text object because it is what's going to shape your typography. And as you can see, there are a lot of designs here that you can go ahead and use that are already made for you. And everything is, you can manipulate and customize everything. So if you want to get rid of this and then just put your design on top, you can. Okay, so as you can see, I just kind of got rid of the other text and I put this here instead. So everything you do is very customizable. You can even change the font size, color, anything you want inside of these presets, but they're really useful for just making engaging typography pieces. So that's one thing that makes Canva really well suited for creating your text object. Alright, so let's go ahead and go into backgrounds, and this is another thing where you might have to pay for something, if you don't see what you like that's free, which is fine. If you look down here, there's actually some backgrounds that are $1, so pretty affordable if you ask me. And so as you can see, I just deleted the background that was there, and I'm going to bring in a new one. Okay, and there you go. So it's very intuitive. The controls aren't that complicated. A lot of it's drag and drop, and if you click on something, it'll bring up your toolbar, so it's a pretty easy interface to work with. Now you can also bring in photos that you already have. So if you already have something that you've made in a different program and you want to transfer onto here to kind of utilize some of these features that only Canva has, that's something you can definitely do. So now you're done making your project. So what do you do next? So you can either share, and you can either share this with people or on a social media site. You can get a link embedded into your website. So there are a lot of ways that you can kind of put this out there, and this is especially helpful whenever you're doing a group project. So it has a lot of collaborative features. You can also directly download it to your computer. Now, there is a limited amount of files that you can use, which does differ from if you're using Adobe programs. They offer a very large range of files. However, these are the standard file types you're going to want to use for graphic design anyways. So stick with these and you should be good. And so that's about it for creating and saving your projects in Canva. Alright, so I hope that was helpful, and thank you for watching.